Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Just on our way to pick up a couple mopeds here. So yeah, you may be wondering what I'm doing picking up a moped. But anyway, the purpose of this video is to pick up a few mopeds, use the bed of my truck to hopefully carry a couple mopeds in there, which I would assume with the Ram box storage system here and the bed utility group in my Ram truck that I shouldn't have any problem hauling the couple of mopeds that I need to. With the bed utility group, I also get the little bed extension, so I may try to figure out how that works today and essentially get these mopeds loaded. There are a couple of beautiful Honda Metropolitans, one with 1,000 miles exactly on it and the other with 5,900 or 4,900, something like that. Not quite as nice, but getting them both for a really good deal. So the first one being in Luck, Wisconsin, I am having to drive quite a ways to get them, which does suck, and that's okay. So I did reset my trip odometer here, and I want to see what I get for miles per gallon here and just how many miles I drive in general. So since I've had the truck, I've only driven this 300 miles, which is crazy. Had it for a month now, over a month, and I've only been driving it, you know, a little bit here and there. So besides bringing this back home from the dealership and then driving it right now, this will be the longest trip that I will have taken with my Ram truck. So again, if you're unfamiliar, it is the Rebel GT with the paddle shifters here and the nice like TRX style or even like my Jeep SRT style shifter, console shifter, and I really do love this truck. The only thing I was going to do and decided not to was get different tires for this. I don't like these Goodyear Wrangler Duratracs that are on here that come stock from the factory. That may change once wintertime hits and I'm able to essentially grip the road a little bit better. But for the most part here, these are extremely noisy on the road, and I want to hear my exhaust a little bit more. I want to hear my intake a little bit more. So I don't necessarily like the Duratracs that are on here. I think if I were to get new tires, I would either go with BF Goodrich TAK03s or Nito Ridge Grapplers or Terra Grapplers. I've heard really good things about the Nito tires here, so I may go with those. I'm not totally sure yet, but thankfully for me now, I have a little bit of time before I have to choose what to get. And tires for this truck are not a necessity right now, so I just don't need to spend that extra money. I just got my Corvette out of the shop too. That was a nice $3,000 bill. So yeah, and I'm buying some mopeds, but not on my dime today. So that's always nice when you get to use somebody else's money to buy your stuff. So yeah, we're just making this trek here. Not the best of roads here, Highway 8 in northern Wisconsin, but right now I have nobody in front of me and only one BMW behind me, and we're smooth sailing. So how do you wonder why to even get mopeds? Like, why would you even want a moped, especially in northern Wisconsin? Well, simple fact of the matter is my fiance has always wanted a moped, and oh, there's a Pontiac Solstice up there. Very beautiful car. I have one of those. It looks great on the road. My fiance wanted some mopeds. I sent her a picture of my mechanic's moped, beautiful Honda scooter that he had, and she now wants some. So wasn't in the budget, but here we are getting some mopeds. So two beautiful Honda Metropolitans. We're going to put them in the back here and hopefully enjoy the rest of what is summer and fall on our little mopeds, cruising in our spare time that we have, which honestly isn't a lot, and hopefully we can enjoy what's left here of summer and fall with these little mopeds. But again, they're so light, so versatile, so usable, and you cannot go wrong with a Honda, and yeah, I'm excited to get them. So we'll rejoin once we have the first one in the back here. Before we rejoin with the Honda moped, in the back, I just want to show you, this is the new gauge cluster in the 2023 and up Rams. It's a digital display, so very similar to like the Grand Cherokee L, Wagoneer, Grand Wagoneer. You have a fully digital display, which allows you to see your navigation in your cluster, which is awesome. So instead of looking like my old Ram truck, instead of looking at the Uconnect 12-inch display here, you actually have it in your cluster too, which makes it really nice. So it shows you when your estimated time of arrival is, along with your estimated or your mileage left, your true mileage left. So it makes it fairly nice for road trips. I spoke the address into my phone, so I was able to go totally hands-free while my phone sat on my Ram charger right there, and was essentially able to get the destination without having to lift a finger. All I had to do was use my my pickup word, which I can't say right now because it'll pop up and I don't want it to, and the screen talked, the truck talked essentially, and it was, very, very easy. So I love this in the Ram trucks here. I love my 33-gallon fuel tank. As you can see, I've been averaging actually decent mileage right now at 16.2 miles per gallon. And yeah, we have 32 miles till our first destination. Stop one complete. We have the moped on the back. It looks fantastic. And now we are just driving out to the next location in the Twin Cities. But what we are doing is going through the St. Croix Falls, Taylor Falls area, the beautiful part of the state over on the western side by Interstate Park. And so far we have went 61.9 miles, and we have, if this thing will ever let me see it, 62 miles, average 17.8 miles per gallon. Not bad on the Ram truck, not bad, but not great. What do you expect with big off-road tires and the Mopar cold air exhaust, or catback exhaust, cold air intake? Can't really expect much less. But I'm really curious to see here. We've got one moped in the back. I'm going to have to fit another moped back there some way, somehow. So I'm going to have to take the tonneau cover off, I think, put it in the back of the rear seats here in order for me to fit both mopeds in here. I've only got one ratchet strap on the moped so far, just because I don't think that I need another one on there right now. It seems to be holding in place really well, and these are some curvy roads that we're on, but I think it'll be okay. It's such a fun trip. If anybody is trying to, and you're in the western part of Wisconsin or the eastern part of Minnesota, you gotta take a look at the beautiful Interstate Park area and all of the gorges and cliffs of the St. Louis that runs through here. It is completely awesome. Very, very, very fun place to visit and to hike. We are on our way back now from the cities. We have eclipsed just about our 2/3 point here in the journey, and I just want to take a look at the trip info here. So we've got 163.4 miles. We've gotten 17.1 miles per gallon, so not bad. I was expecting maybe 18 to 19, but yet again, we're in a Ram truck, and I do drive a little aggressively. As you can see, if you can, I've got some scooters in the back, a pair of Honda Metropolitans. One's an 05, one's an 04. The one being the 04 needs a little bit of work done on it, but for $500, you can't go wrong. Now we have to speed up so this Ford Power Stroke doesn't fit in. You might see a little bit of road rage here, but nonetheless, we are on the road, and we are getting the job done. So I've only been on the road for 3 hours and 17 minutes, not bad. At the end of this, it'll probably be about 4 hours, maybe a little bit more. because I was driving around the countryside here to essentially find a spark plug for the Honda Metropolitan in the back. One runs perfect, 1,000 miles. The other one has 5,900 miles on it. And I went through the cart when I was actually at the gentleman's place, but I did need to buy a spark plug. So, with that being said, we got spark plug. I do have to say, I was a little nervous when I needed to put both mopeds in the back. So, luckily, and this is either good or bad, whatever way you want to think of it, the Mopar tonneau cover here, the trifold tonneau cover, in my opinion, I think it sucks because it's not as waterproof as the Mopar roll-up tonneau cover that I had on my 19 Ram, and it essentially, you can't roll it up all the way. So if you want to put stuff that butts up to the end of the bed, like a four-wheeler or something like that, you have to take it off. That makes no sense to me. So right now I've got this big tonneau cover in my back seat because I have no other place to put it, essentially. So, well, the idea is good and it's easy to take on or put on and take off, which that is a very big positive. If you do that, there's no place to actually put the tonneau cover unless you put it in the back seat. So I have nobody in my truck. But if you had a car full of people, then you couldn't put anything back here. So I guess I'm not a huge fan of that tonneau cover. I just want a roll-up tonneau cover. Just give me a good roll-up tonneau cover. That's all I ask for. Enough waterproofness to it. That's all I ask for. Don't try to reinvent the wheel when it comes to a tonneau cover. So essentially that's in the back seat. But with the Ram box storage system, I was able to fit barely, and they are rubbing, 2 mopeds in the back. Now the only problem is that with the Ram box storage system, there's barely any room for me to go side to side. Like I thank God I'm a tiny guy, because there's no other way for me to get around the mopeds except to essentially like stand in between them. I don't know. And the tie downs are okay, but there's no middle tie down in the Ram box. There's only 2 up front, 2 in back. Of course, with the Ram box storage system, you can actually go back and forth with the sliders, which is nice, but in this situation, it doesn't really help. Other than that, there is enough room in here for two Honda Metropolitan scooters. So if you're ever wondering about that, there you go. More than enough room to get the job done. They are about the perfect length as well, and perfect width. Now, I am a little worried when I take turns though, because they aren't essentially ratcheted down the best, because I don't have enough room in there to get around myself. I can throw other stuff in the box, but while it isn't perfect, it gets the job done for what I need. And now I know if I want to take my mopeds home with me from my golf course, I can do that. So I'm super excited to actually take these out and use them and get the Ram truck back, get it unloaded. The air suspension has been nice today because I've been able to lower the truck in order to get the mopeds in a little bit easier, which has been helpful. And I have been able, of course, to raise it as well for once we get on the road. But if you want the ultimate luxury cruising machine, get a really nice spec'd out Ram truck like this one, and you cannot go wrong. So, with that being said, we're going to rejoin here in a little bit. Once we get home, I'll show you the moped situation in the back here, and hopefully we can get home in a safe manner without all these road-raged idiots on the road. We are ending our journey at the streets of Dallas, Wisconsin, and we have completed our journey with 226 miles on the clock at 16.7 miles per gallon with the truck. Not bad, not great. I thought we were going to get a little bit better, but like I said, I do tend to drive the truck hard, and it's very hard not to with this cold air intake and the catback exhaust along with the paddle shifters. So I drove it hard, and we managed to have both of the Honda Metropolitans in place, and we're gonna get this baby back, get these bad boys unloaded, and maybe take one out for a rip here. I'm really excited. And there we go. We got the mopeds in the back of the Ram truck here, and they barely fit. Oh, look at these bad boys. Yeah, they barely fit, but fit they do. But here's what I was talking about, the Ram box. There's here and over there, but there's not any in the middle where I want it. But these bad boys here, whew, they do look good. And they look good in here too. Yeah, there we go. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more Mopar, moped, and Ram truck content.